That ain't split. You want me to split it for you?
You're supposed to split it.
You want me to split it for you? You want me to split it for you? Yeah,
Hey guys, Josh here with Trent today. We have something interesting for y'all today. SIG P365X Macro. For the ammo Nazis get on here, we are completely empty. No mags with bullets in them. No ammo on the table. Nothing in the pipe. That's why I'm going to flag myself right here to show y'all. Nothing in the pipe. No rounds, no nothing. Okay, now that we got that out of the way. I know I'm a little late to the party, guys, with this P365X Macro. But I'm not rich, so I got to take what I can get when I can get it. So, long story short, Trent actually discovered this gun when it first came out. And we both wanted it. He wanted it first. Full disclosure. He found it. He showed it to me. I'm like, man, I don't know. When I put my hands on one, I was like, yes, I got to have one. So, long story short, finally got one, guys, and I am really excited. I'm hoping that I love this gun. I'm hoping I can make this my new EDC. I love the way it feels in my hand. It feels great. We all know I got these little tiny baby hands. We've been over this. Everything about you's baby size. Shut up. So, got these little baby hands. But, man, it feels good. It does have 3 different back straps. This one does. I'm sure they all come with it, but this one does have the 3 different back straps. And I actually have the medium size, yes, M right there, medium size back strap on here. The large one I could work with. It'd definitely be better with somebody with bigger hands. And the small one I could work with, too, because I got these little micro hands. But I honestly just thought the medium size fit me better. That's why I just put the medium size on there. Now, after we shoot it, that may change, and I may adjust sizes on there. A couple different things about it. We do have suppressor height sights. I am running the Hollow Sun 507K. Yeah, 507K. Got to get that sighted in today too. So we got the Hollow Sun 507K on there, suppressor height and night sights. And we are, like I said, compensated on this one. So the trigger on this thing, guys, is supposed to be amazing from what I've seen online, but first thoughts is I'm not super in love with this trigger. So, and maybe it's just because I do have the small hands, but it's something about the way the trigger lands. It lands kind of weird on my finger. I feel like the trigger should have been flatter, more like back here to start with, and I feel like it would have given me a more comfortable place to land my trigger finger to start out. But, I mean, the trigger's not horrible. I mean, it's a little mushy. I mean, I say that. I about just set it off right there with nothing. So, I'll try to show you what I can here. You got your take up right there, then you hit your wall. Now, your wall, little mush, and fired right there. See, right there, the ending position is kind of where I wish the starting position was. But I'm also not a SIG guy, so we'll talk about take up here, or reset. Very tactile, and you can feel it really crisp. Reset going right back in. If you want to check out that trigger pull or not. But, so yeah, guys, there's that. It does have the Picatinny rail on the bottom of it, which I am planning to run a TLR1 on it. And my main reason for that is I do run the Tier 1 concealed holster. I've been running it for a couple years now. And I love it. So every gun I get, I throw a TLR1 on there, throw it in that holster, because that holster actually forms to the flashlight, not the gun. So we're going to throw a light on there too and see how it shoots at the range as well. Trent, you got anything you want to say about it before we head to the range today?
No, I'm just ready to get to the range to actually shoot this.
Are you ready to shoot something?
Yeah, and miss something.
Miss something, shoot the target in the lane beside you.
Yeah,
yeah. It's usually how it goes.
Let's not get on somebody Let's not get on somebody shooting somebody else's target at the range. We won't say who that was, but
he wasn't in this state, was he?
No, he
wasn't in this state.
No, he wasn't in this state.
One thing I did notice, guys, right off the rip is when you're racking the slide back, it sticks. It sticks quite a bit, and that may just need to be broken in. But it's not a smooth slide operation, at least on this P365X Macro. Like, it feels like it's getting caught up. So I don't know. Hopefully we're not having any failure to feed, failure to ejects. Hopefully that's just the way the gun is designed, but it does seem really stiff when you're just trying to rack that slide in right there. At least that was my. You got that same.
Yeah, I had the same issue.
It's like it's catching on the top of the barrel or something. So
it's not a crisp rack back.
Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. So, but anyway, let's go shoot some shit.
Yeah, let's go.
and we'll go shoot, throw some footage in that for you. Then we'll be right back here to talk about what we did and didn't like about the gun. All right, guys. So we do have 17-round magazines. As you can see, there's only 16 rounds in there because that 17th round, I can get it to go in, but I cannot get it to chamber with that 17th round mag in there. So we're going to run 16. Hopefully this mag will break in these 400 rounds, and we can get that 17th round in because that's a big deal. So here we go, guys. First rounds out of this X Macro. Here we go. Okay, that ran great. We are clear. There is also nobody down here, so we are clear. All 16, not 17 rounds. They ran great, guys. I will say on the comp, I had high hopes for the comp, and I really wanted to be able to tell a noticeable difference. But first mag through the gun, I honestly couldn't tell a big difference on it. I mean, it does shoot pretty flat for what it is. I'll bring this target in real quick right here so you can see. Also, my red dot is not sighted in yet, so bear with me on that. I was just going off the irons right here. But that's the one round I tried to go off the red dot with. But as you can see, that's 15 rounds, 16 right there. We didn't have the 17th one. This is 20 feet. This first time shooting the gun. Personally, I'm okay with it. Like I said, we're going to load up. We're going to let Trent shoot it, see how he likes it.
No, you're not.
Trent's going to shoot today. But yeah, honestly, the comp guys, I really couldn't tell that big of a difference. But maybe that's just me. We'll let Trent shoot it. Did you bring your Hellcat?
Yes, I did.
You know what? Trent brought the Hellcat. Maybe we'll do a side-by-side comparison with the Hellcat because they should be about the same, and see if we can notice the comp on it with that. So, but let's get another bag loaded up, guys, and we'll let Trent give it a go and let him tell you his thoughts on it.
So, he got 17 rounds in. The spring's still kind of heavy, you know. It's not resistant like it should.
We made it work, though.
Yeah, we did. We made it work. So I want to throw 17 rounds downrange and see how the gun shoots and give my perspective on it. Here we go. And I'm waiting. 17 rounds.
What do you think about that? You think that comp makes a difference, or do you think it's just for show?
I think it's just for show. There's really no difference.
How is it compared to your Hellcat?
The Hellcat is like way better. I don't know, man. I guess I'd have to shoot my Hellcat in the future to really.
Tell you what, let's load let's load 5 and 5. Let's throw 5 rounds in that, 5 rounds in the Hellcat.
Sounds good.
And we'll just run them back and forth.
Sounds good.
Does the compensator make a difference, or does it not? So what we did, we put 5 rounds in each gun. We're going to shoot 2 rounds out of, you know what? We'll shoot 2 rounds out of the Hellcat, and then we're going to shoot 2 rounds out of the X Macro, and then we're going to repeat, and then we're going to see, does it actually make a difference or does it not? So here we go. 2 rounds out of the Hellcat. I haven't shot this thing in forever. I will throw these. We'll throw these on the headshots. I'm not really going for accuracy, but I mean, I guess I do kind of need to be accurate at the same time. That was horrible. 1, 2. So I can't hit anything with the X Macro. So that was just pretend. Now we're going to see how I do with the X Macro. Okay. Okay. Let me clear these.
Well, we'll see what gun he's not accurate with.
Right? I think it's your optic, man. All right, now we're clear.
Oh, don't blame the optic.
I got those clear. So, we're going to do again. I'm going to shoot 2 more through the Hellcat, then 2 more through the X Macro. But first thoughts doing them completely side by side like that. I do think I noticed the slightest bit of difference in the muzzle flip on the X Macro. Like I said, I didn't notice it before. Doing it side by side, I feel like I noticed just a hair more. So we're going to run 2 more out of the Hellcat first. I'm not going to use the optic this time. We'll just go off the sights and see if I can hit anything. Probably not. 1, 2. Put those to the same hole. It's actually pretty cool. All right. Let's get it clear, locked open. Let me clear this Hellcat too because we still have one left in the heli. Okay. So, let me just bring this back in, guys. We're going to let Trent do the same thing, see if he notices.
Do like my best friend did, and I'm going to go for the headshot.
All right. Run 2 out of the Hellcat.
Run 2 out of the Hellcat
Just leave that
to
there.
see the difference. All right.
Run them, and then run 2 out of that, and then go back to the X Macro.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, they both the same.
They really kind of shoot
They
about
really
the same.
kind of shoot the same. I mean, you can't really tell a difference with it, but I mean, I don't know. I have to give it to him, man. He's getting a lot better at putting 17 rounds in this mag with it being still as it is. But
I gotta say, I ain't gonna cut you off, but that did break in really fast.
Yeah,
It was like
real-
2-3
like-
mags, and that 17th round was going in there no problem.
he Houdini'd it, I'll tell you that much. We're going to do the same as my friend over here.
I told you, man, if you put that 17 round in there, you really gotta slap it. Because I just did the exact same thing on mine. Don't feel bad.
Gotta slap
You
it like
really
you,
gotta slap it with that 17th round.
gotta slap it like you slapping some cheeks, I guess. All right, here we go. I'm going to go to the right side and just gonna let it ride.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Cut to that one.
Pussy, God! I mean, but it's hard to see the fucking middle.
Well, shoot it, man. I shot it.
Nope. I'm off, bro. Nope. That's a throat kill, though.
We're gonna show. Look. All right, look. So, I sighted in this red dot.
Here comes the hater.
I used my handy dandy knife to make a little mark on this.
You see where I shot? That's my shot.
That is not your
This the rest of his. That's me right there.
I shot right here with the red dot. And this dude's gonna say, "Nah, you still off, bro."
Hey, he is off. Look at that. The middle of the X is right there.
You talking a knife blade? You show him where your first shot went.
Right here. Hey, look, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
People have days when they off. I don't care what nobody says. Every day at the rate is gonna be off sometimes.
Yeah, you're right.
That's still my first shot though.
I'm going to throw this TLR1 HL light on here because I'm probably going to use this as a EDC piece, at least for a little while, and I prefer to have a flashlight on my carry pistol. So we are going to go ahead and throw. We'll throw this out 37 feet. That's fine. I just want to see how it's going to function. If it's going to function any differently with my TLR on here. So we'll throw that on. Here we go. All right, 17 rounds. Everything ran great. No issues, no hiccups. My shooting wasn't perfect, but
Terrible.
it was pretty horrible. But I was just really testing the light. But yeah, 37 yards or 37 feet, not yards. TLR1. So this will work on here. So this probably is going to be what I'm going to carry. So guys, we're finished up here now. So we're going to go home. We're going to jump on the table. We're going to talk about it a little bit more. And that's it. That's all I got to say. So see you in a little bit. All right, guys, we're back from the range. As you can see, we have some things to work on here. But that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about you. We're talking about this X Macro.
It's okay.
We're talking about the X Macro right now.
I had an off day today.
Okay, so I did put the TLR1 on here. Like I said, this is what I'm going to carry. I did love the gun today. The more I shot it. Yeah, you take that?
Bruh, you call that a bad time. Let me call you right now.
Cut. You better now?
Fucking cousin, bro.
That's your cousin?
Yeah.
That the one that can't shoot
Yeah.
and can't drive a truck?
That would be
That
great.
cousin?
Yeah. You'd be tearing
What up, cuz? Anyway, guys. So, I don't even remember where we was at. So, I put the TLR1 on here. We did love this thing. We did do a lot of shooting that we didn't put on camera. It's because y'all don't want to sit there and see a fat guy and a midget shooting a bunch all day long. So, what we are going to do here is Trent was gracious enough to bring his Hellcat, as you saw at the range. We're empty. Let's get that out the way. No ammo at all. Empty. I guess I'll show you mine too, since we went to the range. No mag. Empty. No rounds. Everything's empty. So one thing we're going to do here is we're going to do a little size comparison, show you real quick. We're going to try to keep this short, wrap everything up here. Guys, the only real difference size-wise in this Hellcat and this X Macro really is just your compensator. I'm not really sure how well you can see that, but it's really just your compensator. Everything else is pretty much about the same, except for that and your frame has a little bit longer to compensate for those extra couple rounds, which I do prefer because they get a little bit better purchase on the frame itself. Now, that being said, Trent, once we put this mag in, it may actually be the same size. Yeah. Once you put that mag in, it's
similar.
Pretty
similar.
I guess that's pretty close, guys. Like you don't really get much closer than that. This is 15 and this is 17, so be that as it may. Other than that, guys, like I loved the gun. That is, Trent, that is a con that I had on the gun. So when you look here, put these side by side, okay. I seem to have a little more room to get my trigger finger in here than I do in here. And I don't know if it's how this is looped around a little bit more, because as you see on this X Macro, it kind of narrows up at the top. Which isn't a deal breaker. Like I can get my finger in there. I kind of just feel like maybe if I was wearing gloves or something, it might be a little bit more of a challenge to get in there. Other than that, that's really my only real con with the gun. Did you have anything you didn't like about it? I know you said when you first shot it, you thought that the Hellcat was better. You still feel the same way?
I mean, that's just my option. I know there's going to be a lot of people out there that says, "Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about." But I mean,
that's pretty obvious anyway,
right.
That you don't know what you're talking about. Look. I do love the Hellcat. I actually have nothing bad to say about the Hellcat. I carried this exact Hellcat actually for quite a while. Like I have nothing bad to say about that at all. I will say this does feel quite a bit heavier than that. Both are empty. Let me take this light off of here. Get us a little bit. You know what? Let me throw empty mag in it too. That'll get us a little bit better. Size or weight comparison here. This is just, guys, we're not putting a scale on this. We're not reading specs. We're just keeping it real from how your average person is going to view a gun. Average person is going to look at a gun. I feel like it has a little bit more weight, which is given. It's got, a longer slide. Right. But I do feel like it's got a little bit more weight on it than the Hellcat. Not a lot, but I mean, I think it's noticeable. I think it's a noticeable amount of weight. Like I said, to me, it's not going to make a difference. If you have the right holster and the right carrying belt, you have the right setup, realistically, you can carry just about anything comfortably. Not sponsored. Shout out Core Essentials. I love their belts. That's what I carry, is Core Essential belt. But so pros and cons of the compensator. Does it make a difference? Your thoughts?
It does. As you can see in the intro, when I blast the target away, there's really
no muzzle flip on that at all. When we were shooting it, we honestly didn't recognize or notice a distinct difference. Now, once we started watching video of actual shooting footage, like there was hardly any muzzle flip on this gun at all. And that was when we were, one-handed shooting, left-handed shooting, and when, obviously when we were actually trying. But there's like, you don't notice it that it's not there until you notice that it's not there.
Right?
Like it's just kind of one of those things, guys. But I mean, would I buy the gun again? I would absolutely buy it again. I love the fact that it does have the 17-round magazines. Like I said, to me, that makes all the difference in the world, is having a high-capacity magazine, because you never know what situation you're going to run into. And if you shoot like Trent, you need all the bullets you can get in the gun. So, but yeah, guys, I would buy it again. Now, with that being said, do I feel like price-wise it is worth more than, say, the Hellcat, just because we've got them here side by side? I haven't looked MSRP on them right now, going off brand new. I want to say the X Macro is like a couple $100 more than the Hellcat right now as today stands. Like I said, I haven't price checked anything right offhand. But honestly, for the price difference, I would probably go with the Hellcat if I had to buy again. I mean, you can pick the Hellcat up for about $500, give or take. I want to say the X Macro, which I'm sure people are going to correct me on this, but I want to say right offhand they're selling for like $800-900 right now. I don't feel like it's $300 more gun. I will say that. I don't feel like this is worth $300 more than this is. I loved this. I love this too. But if I had to go back and just buy one, price-wise, for what you get, I'd probably buy the Hellcat. And that's kind of a letdown on the X comp. I'm not gonna lie. But price point-wise, like I said, did I notice the compensator? Yes. Did I notice it enough to spend $300-400 more just to have that? Nah, I did not. But with that being said, this is probably going to be my EDC, at least for time being, because I do like the way it feels. I love the way it shoots. We did finally get that optic sighted in. Very minimal cons on the gun. Also, I will say, after shooting 400 rounds through it, it still catches at the beginning. It is super, super tight right there when you go to rack that first round back. However, it did not affect the function of the gun. Gun ran every single round flawlessly. Locked open on every single round. No failure to feeds, no failure to ejects, no stovepipes, no squid fires, no nothing. It just ran. It ate. It did what it was supposed to do. It ate. It went to work. But the mags loosened up. You can put 17 rounds in them fine now that they loosened up fine. That did not loosen up, however. So it may loosen up with some more rounds, but I don't think it's going to loosen up. I think it just kind of is what it is. But Trent, that's all I got. Do you have anything you want to add to this, or?
No, I don't have anything else to add to it.
If you had to go buy one right now, which one would you buy?
I would definitely go and get a SIG.
Would you?
Yes.
Would you buy the Macro over the Hellcat?
Probably.
Probably.
Yes. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my Hellcat. It goes wherever I go. But I mean, just help me out here.
Just the way it shot, the way it felt. Another thing we did do is we did talk about these. Last thing I'll add, we did talk about the back straps. I felt like this should be noted. I didn't see a very big difference on the small, medium, and large size back straps, so that's why I am running the medium size on there. However, we did swap it out when we got back from the range, and Trent did like the smaller back strap. His hands are just a little bit smaller than mine, which is saying something because I got these baby hands over here. But he when he put the smaller back strap on there, he said that his finger landed so much better on the trigger because his grip to trigger finger ratio was pretty short. So he said putting that smaller back strap on there, he would definitely rock with that. So that being said, that just goes to prove that something that somebody may or may not like or may not think makes a difference to one person can make a difference to another person. Because I totally said it didn't make a difference. He tried it. He was like, oh, this is all the difference in the world. So there's that. However, like I said, I will be running this, and this is one pro that I have, is I can run my TLR1 on this gun. I had a little technical difficulties there. Anyway, what I was saying was I'm running the TLR1 because I run this Tier 1 concealed holster. Not sponsored by any means, guys, but if you have not got a Tier 1 concealed holster, if you've never carried one, you should definitely try it out. I do want to replace these little plastic clips, but other than that, guys, this is hands down the most comfortable holster that I've ever carried. And with this one in particular, I can carry any gun that will accept a TLR1 light on the gun, and that's the main reason I got tired of buying holsters. So any gun that I can put a TLR1 light on, I can carry in this, guys. So that's all. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. They're worth the money. Great product, guys. Trent, you got anything to add, or is that all you've got for this one?
Pretty much all I got for this one.
Yeah, that's all I got for this one, guys. So, guys, if you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, share it with your friends. Share it with his cousin. Tell him he interrupted us to quit calling. And until next time, guys, this has been Josh and Trent, Tennessee Gun Room.